I'm a zombie. That's right, nerds. Hello and welcome back to Nerd or Die for your new toy review. Today we're doing the Walking Dead TV Series 3 Autopsy Zombie by Mcfarlane. Let's take a quick look at him here in the packaging. This is your standard blistered card packaging. The whole series is like this. It's kind of a skinnier package compared to Series 2. As you can see here on the back, they have the product placement for the rest of the line. Alright, let's get him out of here so he can dance. Yeah, as you can tell, he's not really much of a dancer. Okay, anyway, bad joke aside, let's take a look at the sculpt and paint for this figure. I'm usually a really big fan of McFarlane. It's not really an exception this time. It's still a great figure, but it's, you know, just a bunch of generic blood and gunk on him. But still, you know, they took their time to add the gunk and the blood and the dirt, you know, to make him look like he's, you know, been out in the woods slushing around for a while. So it's still a good figure. I mean, the jean sculpt and the clothes sculpt are nice, and the face sculpt is nice. Also, there's going to be a piece when you remove his shirt, which I'll show you here in a little bit, which is pretty exceptional stuff. All in all, I mean, I'd say it's a pretty nice detailed figure. Alright, let's dive into the articulation here. Now, I don't know if I'm making an excuse for McFarlane or not by what I'm about to say, but this is a zombie figure, so it doesn't need the articulation of, say, a G.I. Joe. The muscles would have developed some atrophy at this point for it being, as, you know, dead as long as he's been dead. But still, the articulation, it sucks on this figure. I mean, you can really only put it in the scary thriller pose, as I like to call it, and can't do much else with it. With that being said, you still do get some basic movement out of the figure. The arms go back and forth, bend at the elbow. The arms, I think, the hands, turn 360, and the feet go left and right. There is no waist crunch or pivot. You can't do any turning at the waist. Now, what's really neat about this figure is that his chest comes off, and it shows the inside of him. There was a scene in Season 2 where Daryl and Rick performed an autopsy looking for bits of Sophia because they weren't sure if she was dead or not, and they found a squirrel and a hand in there. Well, this is that zombie, so it comes with the squirrel that you can put inside of his stomach. It also comes with a hand. Comes with a knife that Daryl used to stab it. Some actually pretty neat stuff. So it's neat that you get a figure that you can perform an autopsy on. So yeah, the accessories are nice. The fact that he opens up is really cool. McFarlane does great stuff like that. And him being able to open also gives you some nice posing options. So you can pose him regularly, or you can pose him opened with whatever thing you want in his stomach, or you can take that out even and just have his empty stomach cavity there. Pretty menacing looking. I really like that option. This is also the other way that I'd like to pose him, all dressed up with the knife in him. I think it's neat. Either way, I'm sure you guys come up with a couple of your own too. I like to pose him with Daryl also stabbing the knife into him. Alright, now it's time for size comparison. As you can see, their standard McFarlane line, about 5.5 inches tall. Behind them is the NECA Prometheus line, that's Deacon and David 8. They stand roughly at about 6.5, 7 inches. So you can kind of see the difference in size there. Alright, so if you want my recommendation, I'd say get them. Whether you're just a fan of the show or the comics or the toy line itself, I'd say he makes an excellent piece for any collection. All right, and that is going to do it for me. I'd like to thank you once again for joining Nerd or Die today. Remember, if you like me, my videos, or what I have to say, please rate, comment, and subscribe below. Also, you can check us out on Facebook and Twitter. I've included the links in the description below. All right, stay nerdy. Bye-bye now.